So this is kind of the best way I thought I could do it, because I thought if I already have like a channel just for a hobby and just for like a laugh, then why can't I use the channel to kind of use it as my blog, I guess. Like really nervous. It's just really overwhelming for someone like me who's like very much an overthinker, and I can't really get across my feelings face to face. I find it really difficult to do that, and so this might actually be the best way. But try and make the most out of the situation. I think the thing that I'm worried about most of college's closing is me not being as productive as I would be within a college day. Not being able to have this kind of routine and everything set out for myself, not being able to like kind of restrict myself from breaks, because I might find myself just like in bed or at my computer playing some fucking game, I don't care. But what do we do for an evaluation then? And what I'm like worried about, what I'm weirdly worried about, is how people in the future are gonna call this generation like cheaters, because there's obviously gonna have to be something done to a schedule, not a schedule, a mark scheme. So they're gonna have to take notice of how this limits people who are doing like practical. And so I'm going to try and blog, I guess, most of my sketchbook work on this little playlist. Just try and ignore the other videos if any of my tutors are watching right now. I'm really sorry, but I like doing it as a hobby as well. If I have spare time, I like doing this as a hobby because it gets me out of doing nothing, which gets me out of just sitting there and overthinking, which I obviously do. But hell yeah, we can do this. So let's see how it goes. Hi, it's Friday of the lockdown, and the only work I've actually managed to be able to do, or like motivate myself to be able to do, is the not really much, but I tried looking at some experiments for a 2D underwater street. So I did experiments for that, and I want to do it again but with cardboard, because that would hold up better, and maybe I could actually make 3D houses instead of just 2D flat ones. I also had a look at different types of fish for heads for characters, because it might be something a little bit more interesting. So I did do that. I definitely think that they look very childish though, and for an audience that I'm kind of aiming for, I don't really think it's what I need to do or like what I'd want to do, because if it wouldn't appeal to someone like me or to my friends, then I doubt that it would really appeal to a teenage audience for a cartoon. It might appeal to younger audiences, but that's not what I'm aiming for. I also looked at some varieties in male characters for like finned human people. So these are them. Just very like simple notes and stuff. I did also do some lino stuff with characters and environments, but I really don't think I should experiment any further with any sort of screen printing lino, because it doesn't really relate to a concept art perspective on my work. It's very much just illustration for like screen prints and linos, etching, stuff like that. I do like the texture of it, but I don't think it relates to my work, therefore I'm not going to pursue it. Looking at my timeline, I don't feel like I'm behind, I just feel like I don't have enough here to kind of say that I've done that, or to say that, you know, that's complete, I can move on, you know. But up until week 5, I'm still developing characters and environments, and we're only on, I mean, it's week 3 next week, which will be, today it's the 20th of March. But these ones are my lino characters for a fish and just a finned human. And these ones are my background. So I would like the background to be a bit more busier. Right now I feel like it's pretty dull, I'm not really stimulated looking at it. It wouldn't appeal to me, therefore I don't like it. It is not entertaining at all. There is no depth, nothing I can really do to it. I could carve in some extra stuff, but I really kind of want to just rule out lino and any sort of printing and just say that that's that. It doesn't go with it. But stuff that I'm planning to do, maybe next week, maybe over the weekend, is to create the 3D cardboard street underwater and just have it like normal above water 3D. I also want to make a 2D street on a piece of paper, but then I can embroider in some details with like pink thread or blue thread or, you know, green thread. Just to give it some more texture, some more development, some ideas that I can do, but it's like handmade. I kind of like that idea. So I'm just drawing up some, you know, plans to make that. But other than that, I feel like I need to decide whether to do people with fish heads or people who are finned. To be honest, I feel like I'm more likely to do people who are finned just because it might relate more to the teenage audience that I'm looking for. It's all about how my audience would feel like it. So I don't really think I should ask my parents because they're like more mature audience, not to offend them. But I definitely feel like I should ask my friends and one of my colleagues who is 18. I don't know, hopefully I'll be able to, over the weekend, do some more of the environmental stuff, and then on the 3rd week it says that I should drawings and developments using my photo references, experimental printing methods, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just gonna try and figure out whether I should do which character. But really that's all I've been able to do. I picked up some more materials today, these like really cool looking brush pens, so I really want to experiment with them and maybe draw out some characters, maybe have some characters that are lined in like green or lined in red. But other than that, nothing, I don't know. Besides, this COVID-19 thing's really starting to like freak me out. But work's still going as usual and I'm still, you know, in the house. I'm developing like a slight cough, but we'll see how that goes.
I ate too much pasta. I feel like shit.
Oh, you have so much shoes. I see that.
Buffy, what are you doing? That's a cool garden.
That's a big garden. I'm looking into my garden.
That is a big garden.
I know. Compared to how
That's what that is a cool garden.
That's my
I think my grandma's got a big garden.
I look like a right mess, but just try and ignore it. So today's Thursday. It is the 26th of March and I will hopefully be sending this to you today. What I did, I can't remember what I showed you and what I didn't show you, to be honest. I stuck in my lino prints. Yeah, I think I showed you this. And then I did my cardboard stuff. I made it and everything, but it all went to shit basically. Just because cardboard doesn't really hold up very well. I don't think I can use 3D models at all, to be honest. After my email to you on Wednesday, I took some of your really good ideas, especially the one about going outside into the garden, about, you know, taking some photos of the foliage outside from the grounds point of view, because it kind of looks like it could be a whole new world itself. So I took some inspiration from that and I did it, and then I also took some inspiration from the glass bowl full of water, and so I used that as well. But these are just some photos I already had. I have this one is of my garden, but you know, I kind of wanted to take photos and then make it into more of like a sea sort of look. Like, I just wanted it to look like it was underwater basically. But these are some of the stairs that we have. So I am really happy with the stairs. I feel like that's my favourite one. But these are the ones that I took from outside. So these are the photos. There are some photos here about the bowls, and it kind of just magnifies it and it makes it look really blurry, but I don't know how I could get that across in a painting. It would be quite hard and it would look janky as. But I feel like I kind of know what I'd want to do now, for environments at least. I think I'd be able to have the outside as well as the inside. It's a good variety and there are plenty of spaces where characters could be. I do like watercolour of the environments, to be honest. It's a nice limited palette because I use my miniature pocket watercolour palette from Winsor & Newton, and I only used 4 colours. Next week, starting on the 30th, I'll develop more characters. So I'm aiming towards trying to find characters and environments for the 13th of April, basically. Cheers!